Who remembers the BJ and Bill show all those years ago on WOLZ? Well, many have said they missed the show, and guess what? They're back. Welcome to the BJ and Bill podcast.
Welcome to BJ and Bill, the podcast, a part of the Podcast Playground Network. Please give us that 5-star review and subscribe on your favorite preferred podcast platform, whether it be Apple, Spotify, iHeart. The list goes on and on and on. You will find us at each and every one. And of course, you can always follow us on Facebook, BJ and Bill the podcast, and email us, BJ and Bill the podcast at gmail.com. And I'll get to it later in the show, but I have an email to pass along.
Oh,
we got one. You know, I was kind of like saying, hey, we're looking for those emails. I got one last week. I'm so excited.
Oh,
I can't wait to share it. As we welcome you to episode 184.
184. 180. You got so excited you almost forgot what episode we were on.
I
That's
know.
all right.
I'm all giddy because I got email.
You got an email. Somebody actually was responding to you. Wow.
And paying attention.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
BJ and Bill, the podcast at gmail.com.
Gmail.com.
Let's see if we can go 2 in a row.
Wow. Only took 3 years.
No, we've had some other emails along the way.
No, it's not crazy. It's not crazy. So there you
But-
go. So how you doing?
Good.
You look a mess. You were telling me you were out walking this morning in the breeze out there.
And it is breezy here in Central Florida.
Did you get much rain? I mean, we recorded this on a Monday morning. Last night we had a good rain here in Gainesville.
Had a good rain here in the Orlando area also.
Right.
And of course, Sunday of this week. Now my daughter is off all week because of spring break.
Yes, and it's spring break here in Gainesville too. So my apartment, where there's lots of students and stuff, pretty much, I'm not gonna say empty, but yeah, there you can get a parking space now without a problem.
And then next week, my niece will actually be in town with her daughter and son and grandchildren. They're all going to go see Mickey.
Go see Mickey.
So yeah,
he sees so many people, he probably doesn't remember them, but give it a shot.
Well, the 2 grandchildren, this will be the first time he's even met them.
Wow.
Of course, he knows my wife and daughter by name.
Yeah, they're guys are first name basis. The mouse. You season ticket people. I guess he's probably, he's got a Rolodex of season ticket people, I'm sure. So
I wouldn't doubt he goes, oh, not them again.
Not them again. Oh. That's awesome. Well, good. Yes, it's spring break and it's a little quieter. And boy, I'll tell you, it made for a really quiet night on the pickleball courts Saturday night. No, the pickleball courts I've been raving about, and I still have to give credit where credit is due, and I'm not sure where it's due. Either the county or the city has our new pickleball courts are up and running and already full every night. They're just so popular. But this week with spring break, okay, you can show up, you can get a court now. It's okay. It's all good.
You know what's really cool about you? Because I know a lot of us seniors, and Bill is a senior.
Definitely a senior.
You get to play with young, okay, let's say our neighborhood, 55 plus community.
Right.
They're all around your age. You would probably come in here and smoke them all because you've been playing with these college kids. None of them have, experiencing these college kids.
Do you have pickleball courts in your community?
Oh yeah, we got beautiful pickleball courts.
And have you ever, I know you don't play, but have you ever been by and watched some of the games?
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, it's all in one location. So
right.
The clubhouse, the pickleball courts, that's always where the food courts go.
Sure.
And usually the food trucks come on a pickleball tournament or a cornhole tournament. It seems like we always seem to have, the food trucks around tournament time.
If I was a food truck person, I would absolutely be there when there was a crowd. You bet.
So I go down there once in a while, just, because the food truck's there. And then I'll maybe wander over a little bit and go, oh, what are these guys doing? That looks like way too much work for me.
We do play. Our group, our regular is very nice, diverse group in terms of age and education. You know, every I'm not going to say every color, but we're multicultural. Let's put it that way, whatever that term is. But so yes, it's good. And then yes, it's also fun to play with young people because yes, at some time, I'm going to say something about being an old man, and somebody's going to say something about old is no big deal, and then my line is, how old are you? And they're going to say something crazy like, oh, I'm 23, I'm 21, or whatever like that. And so Bill gets to smile really nice and say, call me when you triple it. And then they're like, oh, really? And I'm like, yeah, that's.
Yeah, you would go to our court and, how old are you? I'm 87 years old.
Yeah.
So they would go, even at your age, you would be like the little spring chicken.
Probably a whippersnapper. Probably true. But yes, I really do enjoy it, and it is a lot of fun. And as we record this Monday, we're supposed to play tonight. Monday night's one of our regular nights, but we got some really strong possibility of rain here in Gainesville. So if it doesn't happen, I'm equally happy to sit home and just chill. So,
well, as we speak about the rain.
Yes.
Here we are, once again, you in Gainesville, me in the Orlando area, Claremont. And man, I'm looking at the forecast. I thought it was over. Thought it was done. I thought it was springtime in Florida. I thought it was summertime in Florida. We got temperatures dropping down. The high tomorrow. Okay, today's high is predicted to be 82.
Right.
Tomorrow's high, 62. What the hell is going on with that?
So now you're going to make me look at my weather app here. So stand by. Gainesville, today's high, 81. Oh, you're right. Look at you. Tomorrow, Tuesday, high 57, overnight low 39. So yeah, I hadn't thought of that. I was just watching the radar for the rain last night. So there you go. But then popping back up 65, 70, 74 by Friday. 78, 80s by next weekend for me. So I'm okay.
So,
I'm not going to complain about one cool night. I like that. That's fine.
I don't like cool.
We know that about you.
I don't mind the nights because I sleep, through the cold weather.
Well, yes.
I don't like being out and about when I'm going to be honest. I'm just going to lay my cards out on the table. If it is below 75, 70. I don't even want to go outside.
He's hibernating. Yes. It's okay. It's all right.
I'm going to tuck into my little
I'm wearing my little hoodie. That's what jackets and sweaters are for. You've heard of that sort of thing.
My jacket is what I have a snowsuit. If it's below 70, you're going to see BJ in his snowsuit and his idiot muffins.
Big puffy jacket kind of a thing. Yeah. Awesome. That's great. Good luck with that. But no, I get it. And it's true. I always thought that when I was younger and I would visit friends or clients, I visited computer clients and stuff when I'm 45 and I'm visiting people that are now my age, late 60s, 70s, or even higher. And their house was always so warm. I'm like, how do you do that? How do you live like that? And now I'm coming to realize that it's like, guess what, Bill? You're getting old and you're always cold. It's just like,
okay. Let me just explain to you, Bill. I go to and I love my son. I love my son to death. I love his kids. I love them all.
Sure.
But I go to his house.
Yes.
The thermostat is set on 68 degrees, and I'm going, oh my God, what are you trying to do? Kill your old man?
I understand that. And that's, do you sleep at night? Do you turn it down or do you turn it up? What do you set your thermostat at for nighttime for snoozing?
I don't think you want to know.
Oh my God.
But I don't mind cool in the evening.
You're supposed to be, the reason I ask is sleep experts will tell you that you should sleep in a cooler than normal room.
Right.
For me, that means turning the thermostat down to 70 or 71. And that's
Okay.
plenty cool for me.
Now, see, we go about 76.
Seriously? At night, I'd be sweating.
And then, well, you're just like my wife. She's always, we are not made for each other
Right.
climate wise. Yes, she could probably take that all day long.
Cool
70,
or 76?
No, 71, 72.
Gotcha. Yeah.
She could take that all day long, probably. I would say, because she is getting a little older too herself.
She's our age. We know.
I would say she is, she'd be probably comfortable 72, 73, 74, anywhere in there, very comfortable.
Wow.
If it ain't 75 in the house, I got covers on. I'm freaking freezing to death. Son of a bitch.
Well, I will say that with me and my partner, when it's bedtime, she has a whole nother blanket that she has on her that I don't. It's like, keep that thing off of me. I'm already hot. I'm already sweating here. So anyway, yes, I get it. People at different temperature ranges or whatever. I don't know what it is. We're all different.
Yeah. And then of course, she's went through her, I don't even know how to word this, her change or whatever.
Yes.
And so she has these women sweats and she's,
yes.
My God, I'm sweating to death. I'm going to freeze it over here. What do you mean you're sweating to death?
This is going to be really interesting stuff when the AI show notes come up. That's all I'm thinking. We record we record this podcast on a Zoom call, on a video Zoom call. Of course, you only ever hear the audio, but Zoom now has this, for folks who don't know, they have this AI companion, they call it. And at the end of the show, it will email me a big, long summary of the show, of what we've talked about. I mean, a full page of notes of what we've talked about. And it makes writing the show description, and it makes BJ's Facebook posting pretty a done deal, which is nice.
Yeah,
so,
I like it. Yeah.
It's really cool. So that's one way that AI is making our lives better. Everything else, not so much, but better.
But you know what? It's for people that use Zoom for meetings and things like that.
Right.
It can give you, but it gives us a synopsis of our show. So we love it.
It'd be great. Yeah. If you were in business and you had to sit through a Zoom, I mean, that's like it's almost such, well, it's not even, it's reality. It's like for business people, like you spend half your day on Zoom calls, and it's like, if this thing could figure out exactly who said what, because it breaks it down. It knows all. It, labels it. And so, yeah, that would make your life a lot easier. A lot easier.
Yeah, it's like having a secretary taking notes.
Yes, it is.
And we need a secretary taking notes of this show. That's for sure.
Oh, sure we do. What? I don't know. But anyway, yeah. So AI, super cool. Although this week I was, honest to God, I've been watching these stories about how now they're finding AI is like, yes, it's really good at things, but at some other things, it's like it's clueless. I'm not going to say clueless. We were watching the men's college basketball. Not Final Four, but March Madness begins this week for those who are interested. And so Florida, unfortunately, lost its SEC championship game. They're still number one ranked for their division, so no big deal. But anyway, so I asked two different AIs. I asked Alexa, who's right here on my desk, and I can't talk too loud, but the one in the box on your computer, on your phone. And I asked Claude GPT. I said, "Who is Florida men's basketball? Who do they play next?" And one just flat out had no clue. Sorry, can't help you with that. And the other one gave me the game that had just finished. They got beat by Vanderbilt, and they said, "Oh, Florida's next game is against the Vanderbilt Commodores." And I said, "No. That game just finished. It's already over. Who's the next opponent?" And it literally came back and said, "Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. You're right. I'm sorry. I don't know."
Well,
thanks for nothing.
But they didn't come out till last night.
No. I understand that, but Florida was still going to play another game in the tournament I think, or it
I
didn't
know,
matter.
yeah,
You
when
could
they
have still
lose.
told me, yes, Florida was going to play the winner of this, and it could have figured it out because one of the,
Well,
I talked to another, I think I talked to Gemini, and Gemini knew it or whatever. Put it out.
but let me set you straight. And once they lost, they lost. They're out. That doesn't. They don't.
They were out
They
of the
don't.
SEC tournament.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So they were out of the tournament. So
Yeah.
it did not know who they would play next until after they did the pairings last night.
I know what you're saying, but
I'm
no, there
I'm
was a real
I'm,
answer. Yeah.
I'm telling you, AI. I know the answer to that.
Okay, thanks, Grandpa. Appreciate it. Anyway,
You tried to trick us. That's what you did. AI and me both. You
Maybe
tried
I
to
did. Maybe
trick us both.
I'm going to AI. So anyway, it's just yeah. But anyway, by the way, don't panic, Florida Gator men's basketball fans. Your Florida Gators are still number 1 in the Southern Division of March Madness, so all is well. We're fine.
And Purdue won the Big Ten championship.
Did they really? Good for them.
They beat Michigan, who basically has a better season going.
And Michigan
so
is number
good.
1, I think, in the North or in the Midwest. I'm not sure.
They got the number 1 seed.
Yeah, they're the number 1 seed. So you could, yes. So you choose your conference championship, and based on your overall record, still. And again, the committee that picks these, 64 or 68 teams or whatever, they're not. I mean, they want good games. They want to, maximize TV exposure, and I think they do a pretty good job with it. So anyway, time to get your brackets out, fill it out, see what we should have AI do a bracket. That would be genius. See if that works. I'm sure somebody's already done it. I'm sure somebody has done it, but I'm going to look that up on the next break. So speaking of which, we should probably take a break.
Yeah, take one. Then we're going to come back with, because you got news.
Yeah.
And then following your news, I got news.
Awesome.
Oh, this is like a news magazine program.
It's a news-filled day. It's kind of like The View. We'll be right back. So yeah, quick slurp of coffee and we're back. Welcome back to the show. This is BJ and Bill, the podcast, by the way, in case you didn't know. Apparently more people do know because we're getting emails. We're getting all sorts of things now. It's super.
Oh, do you want me to read the email that we got? Would you like to hear it?
Me to do my news? I can do my news too.
Okay, well, let me go to my my emails here and find it here real quick if I can.
Okay. Go for it.
Let me see. Where is it? Come on. That's not it. Where did it go? Don't tell me I've lost it. Oh, this is really going to make me mad. I can tell you who it was from. It was from, now let me try it. What the heck? How can this be gone?
Okay.
What is wrong with you? Let me go over here. Let me try this.
Don't know.
Let me try this real quick. Here it is.
All right.
All right. Are you ready?
I am as ready as I get.
Okay, here it goes. I know you've been itching to get an email at this address. So I figured the least I could do is send you one. Just wanted to say you guys do a great job. Keep it up. Keep up the good work. Oh, and let Bill that I too always roam while brushing my teeth. Remember we were talking about that last week?
Yes, we did. We were talking about brushing teeth. Yes. I wander around the apartment at night, making sure all the lights are out and the thermostat is set while my electric toothbrush is doing its thing.
It's amazing the amount of little chores you can accomplish while you're doing it.
While you're brushing your
teeth. He's weird like you.
Okay.
Talk to you later. Rick Peterson.
Rick Peterson.
Yeah, he's like the production guru. And he likes our podcast. I love his podcast.
Yes.
The things. What is the name of his things? I want to make sure I get the name.
You're right. I've listened to a few of them and they are amazing. So thank you, Mr. Rick. Appreciate that.
He does such great production on that.
Right.
It's unbelievable. Here it is. The Always Wondered podcast.
Always Wondered. Yes. And they're short, sweet, to the point, and funny. And I mean, not hilariously laugh out loud funny, but like stuff that makes you go, But yeah, they're really good. So anyway.
Yeah, I never knew that, but I'm glad I know now.
What's that?
It's like all these, what he does on his podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I always wondered. It's those little things that, you always kind of like, I wonder how that happened, or I wonder how that came
Exactly.
about.
That's it.
And he tells you, and then you go, now I know.
Now I don't wonder anymore. Now I
Yeah.
know. So yeah,
But
no, I appreciate it.
but he is like such a great production guy, man. I love listening to it.
I wonder if that's another job. I mean, he's probably of the age and skill level that he don't care. But if you were an up and coming person, not that there's a lot of that either, but you got to figure that you can do a lot of that with AI too. It's like, all right, I need a 60-second commercial. I need these sound effects. I need this voice. I need, you know, why? Why pay somebody when you can just plug it into a machine somewhere and it spits out a perfect voice in whatever sound and tone and, whatever you want? Don't know.
Okay. I got to interrupt your story to tell you this story because we're on the subject.
Go for it.
So I was in Arcadia last week,
Yes.
sat in with the morning show and, we talked radio and talked kind of like this podcast, talked a
Yes.
little bit of everything. And the funniest thing, he goes, "Oh, listen to this commercial. It was produced by AI. It's an AI voice." I'm going, "Oh, that's cool." He plays the commercial. It's Paul Orr, one of my best friends in radio. And I'm going, "Oh my God, that sounds like Paul Orr's voice. That is Paul Orr, and that is him cloned." And he goes, "Oh, I don't know. I got it from this." And so I wrote down the name of the company and everything, called Paul. I go, "You're not going to believe I was in Arcadia today." And the guy said, "Hey, listen to this. It's an AI voice." And he goes, "Yeah." He goes, "There's a company that produces AI spots, like you send them the stuff and it comes back to them." He goes, "I make money on that." He goes, "I get anywhere between $10 and $50, $60 a month for my AI voice." And I go, "Hey, sign me up."
Exactly. I'm glad. Well, I'm glad he's making money from it because, I mean, that's, pretty soon AI, well, the AI voices are indistinguishable from real human voices at this point. But if you're trying to sound like somebody, now we've got a copyright problem. Not a problem, but an issue.
He signed up for it, though.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Because that's what I thought. I was going to call him, and he's going to say, "Well, hell, I never did that,"
Yeah,
But no, he said
the thing.
Said,
that's the big. I'm not going to say problem. It might become a problem as AI becomes more and more popular. You're going to start seeing. Oh, I don't know. You're going to start seeing Walter Cronkite doing TV commercials for. People that have been dead for 50 years, you're going to start seeing them doing for stuff and things, and you're like, wow, really? So, yeah.
Well, I don't know. And they're starting to show up on my Facebook feed more than normal. And I think it's kind of because of this little war or whatever that's going on over in the Middle East right now.
Right.
But it'll say breaking news, and it'll be ships blowing up, bridges blowing up, and all these. And it's like, yeah, that's not
real. Yeah, no.
You could tell it's AI just the way it's done, but still it grabs, it does what it is trying to do, clickbait.
Exactly.
It grabs your attention.
Exactly.
You click so you can watch it, and then you go, "Why did I do that?" That was nothing more than clickbait.
Is it labeled? Does it say that it's AI generated? Because if you watch a YouTube video, they're getting a little more strict about making that it's going to tell you includes AI generated content.
Now, see, I don't see that when I go.
Yeah, maybe not on Facebook. They may not have a policy on that yet. They'll have to eventually. They will have to, because it'll all be clickbait stuff, and it will all be so crazy and so. And we've talked about this many a time, and you're starting to see it now. You're going to see, major political names that some of them you love, some of them you hate, admitting to the most crazy,
bizarre,
ridiculous, heinous things ever. And it's going to be like, all right, where do we draw the line?
Well, if you hear me say something insane and crazy, it's probably true.
It's probably, yeah, it's for PJ and Bill's show. We want you to be rest assured, people, that we are real humans behind real microphones somewhere saying really stupid stuff. So you got nothing to worry about there.
All right. We've been waiting for this all morning. How far are we into the show already?
25 minutes.
25 minutes. Bill's got news.
Well, yeah. And before I get to well, it's all part of the same package, sort of, but the intro is absolutely shout out, hats off, kiss the feet of our ball, your son.
Oh, what did he do now?
Was able to, shall we say, help me out in a way that made some of this possible. And what's happening is that my partner and I are going to rent a real house. It's really awesome. And because we have a little dog, well, look who I'm talking to about dogs. You got a little dog. We got a little dog. So we wanted something that, you're not living on the fourth floor of an apartment and you're having to take the dog out 3 times a day to go for a walk or whatever. So we're renting a house and it's awesome. I'll send you some pictures when I could send pictures from the Zillow listing. I've never seen anything like it in Gainesville. I've seen it in other places. It's called mid-century modern architecture. And by mid-century, I mean the 1950s. And it looks like something from, if you watched the Fantastic Four movie, where it was kind of like the 50s on steroids kind of a thing. It kind of looks like that in a very super cool way. And it's got a private fence backyard so it's all good. It's away from campus, so it's going to be quieter and nicer. And we're going to, it's awesome. It's awesome. So we'll be there. Our lease starts first of the month, and my lease is up here at this apartment like on the 10th of April or something. So we'll take a couple of weeks to move stuff over a little bit at a time and all that. So yes, partner's already shopping for furniture and bedspreads and all that kind of crazy stuff.
You know what else you could be shopping for now? You're going to have your own garage, right?
Yes.
You could start shopping for an EV.
I've thought of that. I have thought of that. And I mean, my little Hyundai Tucson SUV is doing fine, but when the time comes, I don't think I would buy a brand new one because they're crazy expensive, but you can get some amazing deals on used Teslas and your Hyundai, your Ioniq 5 and all that. I could do that. If it, like I talked about this before on the show. If you have a place to charge it, like BJ has his little charger in his garage, he pulls, you never see a gas station, you never see a charging station. You're only driving around town. I love it. I think that's a great idea. So I'm open to that. I very much am.
Well, my lease is about ready to end in a few months. And they always say, a few months before your lease ends, you should start looking.
Yes.
Well, I know because here I had a lease. Okay. Mine was a 2-year lease.
Yes.
I could buy out this lease if I wanted to, take them a chunk of money.
Right.
Say, I'll just keep the car.
Have they given you a price?
Oh, yes. I've known the price all along.
That's true. They can figure that. You get it. Yeah.
Okay. I pretty well knew that from day one.
Cool.
So the wife and I just thought, because the wife saw a new car, just almost identical to ours. And the payment was like a whole lot less than my payoff. And I go, whoa, we should check into this. Because, you see stuff online and then you get there and they add this and they add that. And you go, well, that's not really true. But it was like $2,000 less than what my payoff is for a brand new car.
Brand new,
no miles, brand new. And it didn't even hear from the factory yet. It's on order and should be here within the next week to 10 days.
There's an Ioniq 5.
Yeah.
Cool.
The only thing different about it, basically, it's not a Disney 100. It doesn't have matte paint, which I hate matte paint on a SUV. I mean, on a car, electric car, because you can't put it through a car wash.
Correct.
I'm a lazy fart. I like to go through a car wash now and again.
I get it.
With matte paint, you cannot do that.
You can't go through a car wash. I know that.
So this one doesn't have matte paint.
Okay.
So, of course, obviously, though, you have to pay taxes.
Sure.
You have to pay a license, get your license plate and
Of course.
all that other stuff. So by the time it all came done, the price was about less than $2,000 of what my payoff would be for my used Ioniq 5 with about 22,000 miles on it.
So you're the one you have now is a 24 or a 25?
24.
24. And the new one is a 26 or 27
Yes.
coming?
26.
26.
And I'm going to pay about $2,000 more than I would if I would just buy my old one.
Less, you mean?
No, more. It's actually
Okay.
by the time you put fees and
Oh, okay. Okay. But for $2,000, you're getting a brand new car.
zero. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's going to have some, with every car, they roll
I
it
know.
off.
Yeah, I know. I get it. But it's a brand new car.
Yeah. Brand new car. Full warranty, everything.
Yeah.
I'm
But
thinking.
it's not a Disney.
Yeah.
Still making those?
No, that was only Disney 100 Limited only came out when Disney turned 100. So that is
Gotcha.
like,
Okay.
it's like a collector's car. And I did talk to another gentleman who works at the dealership who owns one.
Yeah.
He's like that person that has like an antique car that only takes it out on the weekends for a few miles just to make sure it still runs.
Yeah, right.
His dream is that someday he'll be able to, because it's, keeps it in the garage, mint condition. He's thinking, he'll be able to maybe sell that in another 20, 30 years. And
I hear you. I don't know how many did they make. I don't know.
I don't know how many they made either, but
Yeah.
it was limited. It was,
I have seen one. I've seen one of your Disney 100s. I was out on the highway. I was out on I-75, and I've seen one. So okay, I get it. If they're super limited, yeah, it might be worth something someday. But it's hard. That's really hard to figure. So that's to me, that's no reason to keep a car. But
now I do have some lease payments left.
okay.
And so I'm filtering those also into the, the 2000 that we're
Of course.
But yeah, I'm going to walk out with a brand new car for about $2,000, which I'm thinking that's not a bad deal at all.
Not at all. Not at all. There's a young man on YouTube who's a car fanatic and he's a car finance guru. I don't think he works in the business. I think he's just a genius with this sort of thing. He's leasing a brand new Cadillac EV. I think it's called a Lyric. They're very nice. They're super nice. $75,000 car. He's leasing a brand new Cadillac for $165 a month. And he went through the steps of what he did. Like, okay, I was a customer of the dealership. I got a family and friends bonus. I applied for the new credit card through the GM credit card company. I got $5,000 off of that. I got $5,000 off for this. I got off for this. I got off for that. I got off for that. And he says that it took the price down to so low, $65 a month for a brand new $75,000 Cadillac. He says, if that's not the deal of the century, I don't know what is. But yeah.
Now this is something with the new one that I had to do. Because like I said, I'm getting it for $2,000 more than the car. If I paid off the one I have now with 22,000 miles, so I had to get a loan.
Right.
But the loan is one of those loans that and I have to get it for at least $10,000.
Mm-hmm.
But it's one of those things after 3 months, you can pay it off.
Mm-hmm.
And, no penalties.
Yeah, but they're still charging you interest on it.
Well, for the 3 months, they will.
Oh, really? Okay.
Well, yeah, you're obviously going to pay, the interest charge or whatever.
Sure.
So like when I pay my payment, it's not going to take that much money off the loan. It's going to take the interest. And, if anybody knows anything about loans, the rate is higher in the beginning.
Of course.
As it is at the end of the loan.
Of course.
So yeah, I'm going to lose a little bit of money, but I'm going to keep it for 3 months and then probably just pay it off. But I'm thinking too, it's because the loan payment for $10,000 and you can listen to this. I can do it for 5 years. I'm thinking, $10,000 for 5 years. My payment's like under $200.
Right.
I'm thinking maybe I'll just keep it.
Right.
Keep
right.
that money in the bank and earn a little bit of interest off of it.
Boy, follow us for more financial advice. Yeah, no, don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. That's just a bad idea. So anyway, all right, that's cars, that's houses. That's awesome. It's all good. about that stuff, but let's take a quick break and go refill your coffee, do what you need to do. We will be right back. And welcome back. This is BJ and Bill, the podcast. Well, although today it feels like the car guys. I don't. That was an old radio show on public radio for years and years and years ago. I forget their names, the car guys. They were two brothers in Massachusetts with that great Boston accent, and they took phone calls about cars, and it was hilarious. They were hilarious. I'll have to figure that out. Anyway, this is BJ and Bill, though, the podcast, wherever you get your podcast, whether that's Apple, iHeartRadio, Spotify, you name it. Please feel free to leave us that 5-star review and an email. You could send us an email, BJ and Bill, the podcast at gmail.com. And of course, like always, you can Facebook, find our page. Just do a search for BJ and Bill, the podcast on Facebook. You'll find our Facebook page where you can leave your car stories if you'd like. So there you go. Yeah.
And just think, just like Rick's, I read it on the air. It's a way you could get your name on the BJ and Bill podcast.
Wow, that's got to be. I mean, that's that publicity right there, priceless. I mean, priceless.
Know.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, sold any more books? Speaking of Mr. Priceless,
it's now book sales have kind of went down. I haven't done great this month as far as Amazon is concerned.
Right.
I've sold 3, and we're like halfway through the month.
Hey, that's okay.
But 3 books is more than I sold, beginning of the month.
All good. All good.
And like I said, we all talked about, can you believe AI or not, or is it blow smoke up your butt just like other people? But AI tells me that I have sold more books than they say that most people sell in a lifetime. So...
Stephen King is worried somewhere.
So I'm going to
J.K. Rowling is shaking in her boots.
Well, no, I'm going to say that what they say, if you're an independent author, first time book, out of the chute, I have a home run.
I wouldn't argue with that. I wouldn't at all. I mean, you sold your books. That's awesome. That's great. So keep up the good work. And I think, of course, your other podcast, your Gift of Life podcast, I think is a great, I'm not going to say marketing on that, but that's helpful, I'm sure. You could talk about it a lot, and, other people come on, and hey, if you only sold one to every guest, you'd be making money.
And what's cool, I do every once in a while take a few books out, that I purchase on my own, and I sell them here and there. Like I did at Mel's. I think I sold probably 15, 20 books at Mel's.
Yes.
Although I think 10 of them were Indiana people that came to see me.
They were all your family. Yeah. But it's okay.
But some of them came with them that weren't family that I didn't even know. And they bought books too. But probably they said, we're going to go to this and everybody needs to buy a book. I don't know. But
maybe they did. Good for them.
Well, I'm glad that
I know my ex was there. She had a copy and she brought it for you to sign. So yeah, it's all good.
More parts than a chicken nugget. Remember that name? Because someday it will be a bestseller, and someday some famous person will say, we need to make a movie. This is one hell of a memoir.
I think so. I think we're sitting patiently but impatiently by the phone waiting for Hollywood to call.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Nope, not now. I thought I'd look at my phone, see if it'd ring, but nope.
Well, it's real early in the morning out in Hollywood. They don't get up. Especially isn't today the as we record this, the Oscars were last night, weren't they?
And I did not watch.
I didn't either. But I understand that DiCaprio's movie won something after another, one story, one something after another, won Best Picture, and that Sinners movie, which is super interesting. I think I'll see it when it gets to cable. Won a lot of awards too. So yeah, that's all I know.
You know what? It's so sad, like the Oscars and all that stuff, because anymore,
right?
I remember a day when the wife and I, at least a couple times a month, we would go to the movie theater. We would have popcorn. We'd have a soda. And
Yes.
we'd sit there and we'd watch them. I mean, that was just something back in the day you did. I don't
Yes.
know. I don't know if, I don't know. Obviously not everyone, but I felt like most people went to the movies at least once a month, maybe once a week. Sometimes
Some
I
people
know.
go, yeah. I've known folks who once a week. I mean, at least once, maybe Friday night and Saturday night. But so anyway, I want to give credit where credit is due. Best Picture winner, One Battle After Another, with Leonardo DiCaprio. Best Actress, Jessie Buckley of Hamnet. Didn't see it. I didn't see any of these, so it won't matter. Best Actor, Michael B. Jordan of Sinners. He's super cool. He was the bad guy, I think, in one of the Avengers movies. And supporting actress, who cares? Yeah. So anyway, Best Director, Paul Thomas Anderson, One Battle After Another. So there you go.
Yeah, I hadn't seen any either, but like
I
I
didn't
said,
see any of them. And nor will I until they come to Amazon Prime. So yeah,
but like I said, I was one of those people back in the day, almost weekly. We did. We went to the movies almost weekly.
a
Also,
lot.
also, I think it was one of the first dates I ever had with Susan. Went to the movies.
Went to the movies
In
Fort
fact,
Myers. Wow.
that's when the arcade theater. I don't know if you remember this or not, but for a while, the arcade theater played movies, and they had tables. Like you could go in and sit at a table
Right.
and either have dinner or have, you could sit and at the
Sure.
table. And I think that was one of our first movies. We went to the arcade theater back in the day that you could sit at tables.
I know I saw at least one, maybe two at the arcade. I don't remember the tables. Back when I was living in Sarasota, the lady I was with at the time, there was I forget the name of it, but it was one of those modern dinner kind of things as well. And it was an expensive night out, but it was awesome because they had really good food and the seats were the really comfy recliner types. And you'd sit, it was a really nice night. It was really nice. And then COVID came along and they were closed for like a year and a half. They did reopen, but the movie business has changed. It's nowhere near what it used to be. People don't go to see movies as much anymore. They just don't. So,
and now you are a movie person that goes to the movie theater. You buy it in advance usually now.
yes.
You don't even go to the box office. You have like your little stub or whatever, and they scan
Yes.
it and you go in. Weird.
Or they have the kiosk there or whatever that you just buy it when you walk up. And yeah, you're not. Absolutely. Yeah. Last movie, guys. What was the last movie you saw in a theater?
It's been so long, I can't even tell you the name because I don't even remember what it is.
I went when it came out. A couple of our pickleball people got together on a Saturday afternoon and we went to see the Dune 2 here in Gainesville. And I remember it was like, wow, a movie theater.
I would say my last movie that I have been to was probably, and this is for all you Southwest Florida, Fort Myers people, the Bell Tower. And that cinema there at the Bell Tower. That was probably the last movie I've been to. So that was probably well over 9-10 years ago.
Wow. I went to, before that, about 3 years ago, one lady that I dated for a very short time over in St. Augustine to see the first of the last Mission Impossible movies. The Mission Impossible, the last one was 2 parts. So we saw the first part in a theater in Jacksonville, and it wasn't like IMAX or anything. But it was Dolby sound something or other. So when something exploded, it literally shook the room. The seats shook, and the sound was amazing. The movie was so, but the sound was amazing. So anyway, that's the last 2 I've seen in theaters. So that's probably 5 years, 2 movies, maybe. Yeah.
But like you said, the explosion and stuff, I always love this, because most theaters nowadays, has like 8 to 10, 12.
Sure. Oh, sure.
So there's always a movie going on next to you. And you're sitting in there watching this movie that goes, I love you so much, my darling. And right as I love you so much, my darling, from the other movie theater, kaboom, and your theater shakes. You're going, what the hell was that? That love must have moved the world.
Or some dinosaur screams. You're right, though. You're totally right. Yes, that happens I'm not going to say all the time, but that happens, and it's hilarious.
You're going, where the hell did that come from?
I remember at the Wayback Machine. I was in Phoenix, Arizona, long before BJ and Bill, long before anything. In Phoenix, Arizona, we went opening night to see Jurassic Park, the first one. And that was the first time that Spielberg basically said, "Oh no, your little movie theater sound is not going to make it." That's when they started the sound effect, like you said, the tens in the theater. And that, before the movie even started, it came up with that logo. For those of you who really want to set the Wayback Machine, if you can tell me where THX 1138 came from, we can be friends. But that's the sound. The sound system that they used, that they invented for Jurassic Park, was called THX 1138. And that came up and it washed over you. They played it back through the theater as it washed over you, the sound. And the whole, like 250 people in the theater were just, all at once. And it was amazing. So anyway, yeah, that was opening night for Jurassic Park. And boy, some of you in our audience will not be old enough to remember. Well, no, our audience is our age, so they'll remember that. That's fine.
I hate to admit this because I've always wanted to, but I have never been to an IMAX theater, where it's kind of wrap around or whatever. I've been on some rides that I guess is kind of like an IMAX theater, but never been to an actual IMAX theater.
I made the mistake of seeing a horror movie in an IMAX theater once. I couldn't sleep for a week. I forget which one it was. Will Smith was in it. It was I Am Legend with Will Smith. I did remember that. Look at that. Not a lot, though. But you're right. If you go to Disney, basically it's the same thing. It's, those rides where you're like swooping through the mountains on the seats that move and all of that. That's basically an IMAX theater. So, yeah. I think on my bucket list, is going to see any movie, any show at the Sphere in Las Vegas. That sounds kind of amazing. When I win the lottery and have $10,000 to burn, I'll probably do that. So
I am so glad you brought that up.
The Sphere or money?
Guess who's going? Well, guess who has been invited to a show there?
In Vegas?
Yep.
That wouldn't be you. That would probably be your son.
Yep.
Amazing how I know that.
Shaq,
that's amazing and cool.
Shaq is performing at the Sphere.
At the Sphere. Wow.
Like doing the DJ thing.
Yeah.
DJ Diesel.
Wow.
And
so Gentry's going to go.
Yep.
Is the old man going with him?
No. I should, though, shouldn't I?
You should. You might want to press on that a little bit. See if you can possibly weasel your way into that one.
Yeah, because he got the call and goes, "Hey, man, I'm going to be playing at the Sphere. Why don't you come out, man? We'll have some fun, man. We'll just come and hang out, man. That's all you need to do." Wouldn't it be nice to get those calls every once in a while?
The phone rings and you look down at the caller ID and all it says is Shaq.
Hey, Bill.
That's all it says.
And that's how excited it gets. Hey, Bill, what you doing, man?
What you doing, man?
I'm going to be doing me a show at the Sphere.
Right.
Why don't you jump on a plane, come out and say, "Hey, man, I'll take care of you, bro."
I'll be there. If I have to walk, I will be there. Well, good. I can't wait to see pictures and hear stories and all of that. We need to get him on the show and he can talk about it after the fact.
Yeah, just going to the Sphere would be cool. Let alone like hanging out, wherever backstage is and the green room and everything else.
Right.
I don't know. I don't think he's gonna. Well, Shaq is, but I don't think Gentry's gonna
be on stage.
Be on stage. Well, he might be with a camera, but with his cell phone. Because I know a lot of shows that Shaq does. He's like behind him with his little cell phone going.
Yeah.
Like getting
kind of behind
shots.
the scenes kind of a thing.
Yeah, but he got invited to the Sphere.
Just another day for your son. Just another day. Come on, this guy is. He's like. He's friend Vicky, our friend Vicky Wagner talks about that. One of her sons everything he does works out beautifully for, as she says, she calls him the Midas man. Everything he touches turns to gold. He through a combination of smarts and hard work, he works his ass off. I get it. And your son is the same. Smarts, hard work, right place, right time. Whatever he touches just turns to gold. And good for him. Hats off. Applause, all of that. It's way too much work for a couple old guys like you and me, but I appreciate it when I see it.
Well, I don't know, for an old guy like me who, you always worry about your kids. You're going, oh man, some days I think he got too many pots on the stove, if you know what I mean.
Yep. Because he's got a lot going on. I know.
He's got a lot going on right now, and it doesn't seem to get light. His load doesn't get lighter; it gets heavier.
Well, I mean, he's got a real company. He's got more than one. He's got a couple of real companies doing real work. He could hire somebody. Well,
that's why he goes. But Dad, if you don't, you sometimes just got to do it yourself, or it don't get done right.
I understand that, but let's assume that he's doing this for another 5-10 years or whatever. There's gonna come a point where you just can't do everything yourself. You just can't. It's too much. So now you got to start hiring people that you trust, and you communicate with them as to what you'd like to happen, and then you got to to go do their thing, and hopefully it all works out.
Well, I think his goal is like about another 5 years, and then he wants to kind of step away, and doesn't know if that means selling the company or one of the companies, or he doesn't, he's still a young whippersnapper.
In the business world, if you watch like CNBC or whatever, it's like these young startup guys, that are building a business or whatever. And always at the end of the conversation, there's always the 7 or 8 figure exit. There's the 8-figure exit. I'm going to sell this thing for $50 million, and I'm going to go live on a beach somewhere. Of course, they never live on a beach somewhere, because people who are like your son, entrepreneurial minded or whatever, he'll cash the check for millions of dollars for the company he's got, and then he'll give himself a week to play golf or go to the beach, and then he'll start his next project. That's just the way these people are wired. And I respect that. I'm not that guy, but I respect it.
Yeah, he's a worker, that's for sure. But as a father, you always like to see your kids do better than you.
Of course.
But, man, I didn't think he'd do that much better than me.
Whoa. Pump the brakes a little bit here, guy. Come on.
You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me.
You're killing me. No, that's okay. He'll be able to take care of his old man in his later years. Wait a minute. You're already in your later years.
In my later years.
Yeah. Okay. So, well,
I hate to, because, how close are we to the end of the show?
You still got 8-10 minutes. Go ahead.
Because I hate to bring the show down, but I attended a funeral yesterday.
A funeral? Oh dear.
My daughter's bearded dragon, Ducky.
What? Wait a minute. What was his name?
Ducky.
Your daughter had a bearded dragon named Ducky.
Had lived 10 beautiful years.
Okay.
But she brought Ducky over. We had a little service and
little ceremony,
and buried Ducky in a nice. I think it's kind of cool the way we did it. It's like a big pot, and there's now beautiful flowers on top of Bucky. I mean, not Bucky. Ducky. Hopefully Bucky don't die. I like his nuggets. No. But Ducky is. And you
buried him in your backyard.
Yeah, in like a big, and I mean it's a big one too. It's a big pot, and then we had new flowers put on it and everything.
Okay,
looks very beautiful out there. That way, if we ever move or she moves into her own house or whatever, and all you gotta do is pick up the pot and the grave.
So you'd move him.
Yeah, so you can move the grave and everything. I shouldn't smile or make fun because she took it pretty hard, but
I'm sure she would. Yes,
but
bearded. It's a lizard.
No, it's a bearded dragon.
It's a lizard.
It's a lizard.
Not that I'm not. Your choice of pets is your pets. I'm not saying one or the other, but okay.
Well, it's cool.
Did it ever Did it ever like actually behave like a pet?
Yeah, a little bit. I don't know. You got to. I never put my hand in there. I wasn't.
No,
I
no,
wasn't going
I
to do
sure
that.
as hell wouldn't. No,
But she would, and they would feed it the worms, and
right?
it's fun to
Okay,
watch eat. But yeah, it was cool. But when she bought it, it was like about that big.
right. And he's holding up a
Uh,
finger there of three,
like
4 inches,
my two fingers spread out.
3, 4 inches. Yeah.
But then when when he passed from head to toe, he was like, yeah, he
2
was
feet.
like,
What
he
did he
was,
live in like an aquarium or something or
yeah.
what?
Actually, she had a really neat thing, but now I think she's getting rid of it because she had a hedgehog. She's had a few lizards and
Well, wait. This is a lady that she worked for a zoo for a while, right?
yeah. So
Yeah.
she's like animal.
She's
lover.
animal. She's an animal person, and that's
Yeah.
cool. I get it.
The one thing she never had, thank goodness, she never had snakes. She had lots of little lizards and creatures like that,
Right.
hedgehog. But yeah, but we had a funeral yesterday for her.
Well, I'm sorry for her.
I
I'm sorry for her, and I'm sorry that you had to, go through that. But circle of
well,
life,
it always kills you to watch your kid cry, So
right?
that was rough. But yeah, I was going to do like a little sermon or whatever. But I said, no, I know myself too well. I'll start joking around, and she will get really pissed off. So I'm just going to be quiet and let everything play out the way it's going to play out.
I think that was a good decision, Dad. I really do. So good
So
for
I was
you.
going to go, we are gathered here to say goodbye to
right.
Ducky.
Who's in a better place?
It's like I'm just going.
Yeah, she'd have smacked you around. Yeah.
Oh yeah, she would have smacked me around.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mom would have smacked me around. Boyfriend would have probably.
Yeah. So, do we have plans for a replacement?
No, she's
Okay.
gonna. I think she's going to just. Well, she still has a gecko.
Okay.
So I guess she gets great deals on insurance. I'm not for sure.
Why didn't you lead with that joke? That's the best joke of the day.
But she still has her gecko
Gecko.
and her savings of thousands of dollars on
Great.
insurance.
Great.
But
that's it.
I think when the gecko goes,
Yes.
I think she'll probably have a dog her entire life. She's a dog lover, just like your little lady and my little lady.
Yep.
She'll probably, have a dog forever.
Of course.
But I think she's done with the reptile, the
exotic pets.
Yeah, with the exotic pets.
Exotic pets. I think that's probably a good idea, but I don't know if boy, who knows?
What's cool though, and by the way, it is for sale. She had a friend of hers build this thing. It's got the lights, the holes, the sliders, the glass sliders, and it's 3 stories.
Wow.
Which
it's
means
a gecko condo or a lizard condo.
Yeah, you could have like 3, and it's big.
Right.
So it can be big lizards or whatever you want to put in there, I guess.
Wow.
But she's going to sell that because it takes up half the living room, I think.
I'll probably so. Yes, probably so. That's just
because she can move the gecko to a smaller aquarium or something.
Yeah, he'd fit in a shoebox. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine. Okay.
So that's that. You know what's going to happen though? She sometimes listens to the podcast with her boyfriend because her boyfriend. By the way, Brandon's the biggest fan we have.
Shout out.
He doesn't send emails though, but he's a big fan of the show.
Well, he will now.
Well, now though, I just hope
you've shamed him into it.
I'm just going to tell him now though. When you listen to this week's, don't have Mandy around.
Yeah,
because she 1 might kill her dad afterwards, or 2 she'll be very sad. So you can enjoy it at work by yourself.
You might want to email him that in advance because the show comes out in 48 hours. So, I'm just saying.
Yeah, well, I'm going to.
You might want to let him know. Heads up. A little heads up.
Don't be listening to this at home.
Yeah. Does she listen all the way through? All the way, all the hours?
He does.
He does.
Oh, man. He's as good as, like we said in the beginning, we use that AI.
Right.
To give us a little rundown of the show. He can do the same thing every week, man. He go, oh man, this was that was good. You're gonna say, why the hell did you do that? She's gonna hear that and she's gonna kill both of us.
Yeah. Well, then like you said, a little warning, a little heads up message in advance would be a real good thing. So there you go. All right.
Brandon, listen all by yourself. Don't let anyone else in the room.
Yeah, but you can't say that now because we already talked about it. You got to tell him in advance. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
You'll handle it. You'll handle it. It's all good.
Hopefully by this,
come and gone.
hopefully by this time next week, I can tell you, I got my. That's what I hate about it. They said, well, this could take, because I already have a VIN number and everything for this car.
Oh,
And they said it could be in the next couple of days, could be in the next couple of weeks.
so you're definitely going to do it?
Oh yeah, they already got down payment.
Oh, okay.
But
What color is
now
it?
it's going to be teal
Teal.
with a green interior.
Green.
Yeah,
Send pictures or
But,
post them on Facebook.
but they did tell me this because they've got a few coming in. They've got like
Yes.
a blue and a silver. I didn't want the silver.
No.
That'll get dusty real easy. Don't
Right.
want black. Because
Black.
it'd be hot all the time.
I had a black
You're in
car in
Florida.
Florida. I'll do that
Oh,
story someday.
Oh, I had one too.
Yeah.
Never again. Plus, they look dirty all the time.
Yeah.
Even when they're clean, they look dirty.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they said if another color comes in, since I already gave them money down, they will call me, and I can look at that and decide, well, maybe I want this one. Or when the one comes in, let's say the one that comes in, and I can go look at it and drive it, and then say, I don't like this car, and then I can get my money back.
What's not to, I mean, you've been driving the same exact car for the past 2 years. It's not like you're going to get into a new one and go, oh, this drives different. It's going to be exactly the same.
There's one difference,
Tell me.
as far as I know, because we got the ventilated seats,
Yeah, yeah.
heated seats, and all.
Yeah, yeah.
All that's the same. Oh, don't be calling me now. We're at the end of the podcast. What's wrong with you, silly people?
He's getting a phone call, probably from the dealership.
Yeah, probably the dealer calling me right. No, it's a 239 number. Somebody wanted to know if I need. Somebody wanted to know if I need a warranty.
Probably. Anyway, they're going to let you drive it, see if you love it. And there's one difference. You said, what's the difference between the old one and yours and the new one?
The one we have now is it's got two motors, one in the front and one in the back.
Yes.
So it's 4-wheel drive.
Yes.
The one we're getting only has rear and drive. Only difference.
Okay. All right. I get it. Yep.
Both the wife and I are not speed demons or.
Yeah, no, you'll never. I mean, for the way you drive, you'll never know.
Yeah, I don't think I will either. But,
No.
like these things are, because you can get kicked back in your seat.
Oh, yeah.
All you got to do is punch down the gas. And
Oh, yeah.
you think you got a sports car.
You do. Yeah.
And so I don't think this one will be as sporty because we keep ours in economy mode all the time.
Right.
We don't even ever put it in sport mode. So I'd kill myself if I had it in sport mode, probably. I ain't no fool.
Okay, Grandpa, take it easy. I hear you.
It's just that's the only difference.
Okay. All right. Well, we look forward to car news next week. You'll have car news. I don't think I'll have any house news. My soon to be new landlord, actually, we had to get all the paperwork done this weekend because he's spending a week's vacation, spring break over in St. Augustine. So, and then he'll be back next week. So we'll probably, but we might get some keys early so we can start moving some stuff in. So that'd be awesome. I'll let you know.
All right.
All good.
Enjoy it.
I will. Thank you very much. All right, everybody. Thank you for being with us. We appreciate it.
In case
Remember, send BJ an email. Just help him out.
in case I get in trouble for this week's podcast, do you have an extra room?
I will. I absolutely will now.
Now, at least I know where I want to go if I get kicked out. Okay.
There you go.
Good.
There you go. All right, everybody. We appreciate it. We love you being here. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week. Up till then, just up to BJ Odom to say,
see ya.
Flip the dial, take a ride back in time when the airways were golden and the DJs shine. 2 mics, 2 guys, and a whole lot of laughs. Living like legends, bringing stories back. No script, no rules, just telling it all. From theme park tales to a pickleball